Okay, this will be an interesting one. We can make this one look good. Wonder how big we're going to make this. Going to go 200. This photocopy is making lots of low-pitched squeaking sounds. I'm sorry folks, but this is Konica Minolta and their bullshit. They really exasperate me sometimes with their foolishness, their lack of care. They're just a bunch of dicks. The fuckwits. Got no respect for the company. I don't care about them. I don't care what they think of me. They can go fuck themselves. If they want to watch my YouTube videos, good. I'll fucking give them a hard time and I'll let them know that I'm not fucking happy with their fucking product, not happy with their service. Even though, of course, I go through a dealership, a third, I think it would be called a third party, if I'm correct. It's much better to have them instead of having to deal with Konica Minolta direct, because I've heard some unpleasant things about Konica Minolta, about what they do to customers, and they would just fucking shaft me for sure if I had to deal with them direct. Just as well Mytronics does all the hard work. Anyway, we've got here, this is Robbie Williams. This has actually got a lot of nice little pictures in it, but we're just going to photocopy the front page. We're just doing one image, and we're going to do this. Anyway, he's quite an interesting character, I must say. Yeah, let's see if we can make this picture look really nice. But yeah, I bought this secondhand. Haven't listened to it yet. I know I like one of the songs. I think it's called Advertising Space. And I see a lot of advertising space, like the good work, the good things I want to do in my world, in my life, in the future, often appear to be portrayed in advertisements, like become a digital warrior, you know, and change the world. I sort of want to do that myself, but you get ads like that which say you can change the world, you can do this, you can do that, but I can't do it if I'm just consuming the product, because the product doesn't do me no justice. Now that looks really strange and interesting. Looks like he's lying down. I'm wondering if we're going to use this or if we're going to do another one. But basically I just feel that heaps of stuff that I think about often gets treated as advertising material. Intentions on saving the planet, saving the world, making a difference in your life. It just seems to be nothing more than advertising space or advertising chatter. It just doesn't seem to be real. There's too much inequality in the world, and it just can't seem to be solved. And a lot of the people who are being marginalised by the rich typically are people who are really smart, who, you know, smart people often get treated like shit. Just like, you know, they get teased at school for being a nerd or a geek. Well, it happens here in this world after school. So if you're at school, don't think the bullshit's going to end as soon as you leave the classroom. You're probably just going to be starting on a whole life of bullying and mistreatment and marginalisation by the companies that you work at, because they're full of bully bosses and bully fucks. Bullies here, bullies there. I've fucking seen it all. I've lived with it. I've lived with it, coexisted in my living area with my father and my brother. They treated me badly. So I'm very familiar with bullying. I got it at school, kindergarten, primary school, TAFE, work. Not the work I'm at currently, but most of the other jobs I've done, I've been bullied. So I've seen it, I've heard it, I've dealt with it. Occasionally it's gone from push to shove, or from verbal to shove. So I'm not happy with the status quo. I want to fucking crush the bullies of the world, for what they're doing, how they're fucking people's heads up and not allowing them to save the world or to do something good. The rich are such nasty, nasty, narky little twats that have to be crushed. But we can't crush them. We've got to hope that karma crushes them. We've got to hope for a certain kind of karma. Karma that's going to fucking teach them a fucking good lesson. A total... So yeah, we've got to take good ideas from the advertising space and put them into the real world. That's a challenge, but it has to happen because we're losing, the climate change and global warming, and we just can't seem to get a grip on it. Big companies just want to make more shit and pollute more and more. How can we fix this problem? How can we make solving problems not just advertising twat, just to sell products or services, but to basically save the planet? How do we do it, folks? That's a good question. I get exasperated hearing all this and not having any power to do nothing, or anything, should I say. So I'm basically very exasperated to see that bullies control not just your lives in school and in home, they control it in the workplace and in the educational institutions. It just seems like they're everywhere, crawling around like spiders, crawling around like octopus, like poisonous octopuses, ready to put their tentacles on you as soon as you try to be yourself or try to speak up against the bullshit that they like to make. You try to do the right thing and they fucking grab you like a fucking octopus and fucking inject venom into you. And you just got to hope the fuck that they don't kill you in the end, the fuckwits. So yeah, advertising space. I like the music of the song as well as the message behind it. It sounds like I really relate to that song that Robbie Williams has put to it. It's really relevant, personally to myself and probably to loads of other people. And it was a big hit. So I think it's one of the few songs of his I like. There's another song I like called She's Madonna, and that was a collaboration between Robbie Williams and the Pet Shop Boys. And I really liked those, enjoyed listening to that collaboration. I got it as a single, and basically, yeah, that's one of the best ones I've heard. She's Madonna. So yeah, there are some good Robbie Williams songs that are relevant to my life, including that one, She's Madonna. I like that song. Really nice. I'm just trying to straighten this up, folks. Sorry. So I just nudged it out of place. But sometimes you have to stand up for yourselves and work out what is right and what you should be doing. Make sure you're armed and ready, not with a gun, but basically armed with knowledge and techniques on how to deal with the bullies, how to come round the back and surprise attack them with a good idea that they can't shout down. And I will. I'll keep going and I'll keep making my fucking videos until I get the opportunity myself to make a difference. And basically I'm going to get married so the bullies won't be able to touch me. Once I get married, I'll be safe. And I'll do lots of good things for mankind. But yeah, we don't want good things in this world to just be advertising or advertising space. We've got to make it our own. Ours, not theirs. Not the rich people. You make it ours. We make it for ourselves, and we spread the good word. We do good works. We make the world a happy place. That's what we're all put on the world, on this earth for, is to make the world a happy place. And basically, if you make the world a happy place, you'll feel happier within yourself than if you fucking want to destroy the planet. Because I'm sure behind those bullies there's a sense of rage, and they just can't get enough of destruction. Destruction is a mean and horrible thing that chews the insides out of these fuckwits. And these fuckwits know nothing better. But if we can thwart the fuckwits and make the world a happy place, even for those less fortunate, especially for those less fortunate, we'll feel good inside ourselves as well as helping others.